Welcome to Washboardjim's Options Challenge, and I want to talk about my challenge that I had and how my week went and how I started it. And I started it basically to help beginners with small accounts to learn how to raise money and to gradually raise money. And this is my sixth challenge account that I've done 6 years in a row. So I'm pretty much familiar how to do them, how to start them, and how to get them going. And then once I get them going, I'm able to take a little bit more risk. I'm able to cost down a little bit more, and my gains become bigger and bigger each week. My goal in this challenge is to become a better swing trader and to average $1,000 a day by the end of the year. If I'm able to do that, I will retire. So this is how we go. We're going to go ahead and look at the account that I'm using. I use a Tastyworks account, and the challenge itself, I had a great week. I can't complain. This was a great week for me, swinging 90% of my trades overnight and selling at open. Beginning balance was $4,157.65, and the ending balance of the week was $6,497.76, with a total gain for the week of $2,340.11. I started with $1,000 in a margin account. I built it up to $2,000. I took that $1,000 out, added it to my created a cash account, which allows me to have 6 more day trades a week, and it also gives me that kind of breathing room in case we do have a nice little breakout. I can go ahead and scalp them trades, them ones that just run like AMD did last week, and there was a couple others. So the big the big bounce on this account was the BABA trade that I did last Friday before the news came out that they settled with China. Then we had that big bounce, and it ran up to around 2,000 a contract. I got out of it right around 13 something. So that was a good way to start my week off. And then I end up with a closing balance of a gain of $2,340.11. And the 3 stocks I did trade Friday that I swung over the weekend was AMD, BABA, and Plug. And I think all 3 of these were good bottom plays, but I'm kind of eerie about the BABA one. If I get a nice spike in the morning on this, I'll go ahead and get out of the trade. And same as AMD, I've got it in for till May the 21st, so I've got a good month to wait on this stock. I might just hold it. We'll just see. But we're going to go ahead and look at the charts, and we'll start off with the AMD one. I use the Tastyworks platform. I got in the May 21st, and I'm going to get rid of this. And my average cost on this one here, I bought 2 different contracts. I bought the May 21st at $85 strike at $292. And then I bought my second one at $295, which gives me an average of $293, and we closed at $310. So I'm up on this trade, and we're going to go ahead and look at the chart. I really like what I'm going to use is going to be my SMA chart. So let's go ahead and type in AMD. Turn this volume down. And we'll pull this up to the 20-day. We've had some pretty nice little spikes on this. We've had some higher lows. We had a double bottom down here, and she went ahead and had that nice little breakout on AMD on Thursday. I got out of the trade right in here at the 83.16 on my other account. And then I said I was going to get back in the trade. And if you watch the previous video, it pulled back right to that low support that I talked about when it was up here at the high. So yeah, that was a beautiful little call at 81.59. And I'll show you where I got into the trade at. I got into it right around 9 o'clock and 9:17. So I got in on this first dip, and that was right here, right around 8.57. And I bought that, and then she run up, she pulled back again, and I bought another contract. And that was at 9.17. So I went ahead and held on to it most of the day. I could have probably got me another contract at that support level, but you see how that support level held. And we did have some higher lows into closing. I think this thing's going to go ahead and break out on Monday or this week. If I can run it up to 84.32, that'll be sweet. The resistance that we got to break out of is going to be this 82.21, 82.48, and then at 82.73, 83.16. Then we got a little support channel. Ooh, I didn't see this right in here. So I could call this like a resistance level. Right here where we had this pull back and hit that 200. That's why I like using these moving averages. This is the 50 and the 200 SMA. So I think by the end of the week we could run this back up easily to 84 bucks. And that's only a $2 gain, and that's where we closed, that's where we opened at the high on Friday morning. And I think, you know, that sell-off was just overdone. But they usually get in there in short stocks. You got to watch these bears on these huge breakouts. They'll come in here and short it, and then that's your opportunity to get into the trade. Don't rush yourself. Wait until you get a confirmation. Be patient with it. I didn't have to wait too long to get into this trade. It was just like a half hour, and I decided I was still bullish on it, and I still am. I don't think it's going to go any lower than 81.59, and I want to see it break that 84.32 by the end of the week. And that's AMD. The next one that's in my challenge account is BABA. Now, BABA is one of my favorite trades right now. They settled Jack Ma, and they got Chinese communist country of China settled, and that was the bullish indicator for this stock to run. So I'm in the trade right here. I got one contract, and I'm in the trade at 309. So we're going to go ahead and 309 at the April 23rd, 2021 at the 240 strike. So I'm sitting in a pretty good spot on this one here. If it does break out, I could probably be in the money Monday morning and go ahead and get out of the trade. I'm not going to hold this long. This is how I kind of play Tesla too, but I'm starting to get bullish on Tesla again. I'm starting to get bullish on that to where I might be starting to swing some of them overnight. But BABA, we'll go ahead and look at the chart. This was a beautiful trade for me, man. I was just so excited to see this thing bounce the way it did on Monday morning. I mean, it was just let me go back a little bit farther. Go back to the 10-day. I got in this trade right down here at 222, and by the end of the day, I was up about $88 on the contract. So I knew after I read the news, I was pretty positive, and I did a video on this. If you go back and watch, this thing had a beautiful breakout. Well, you probably won't see it on this channel, but on another one. Had the beautiful breakout. The stock was up almost $2,000 a contract. I got out of it pretty early in the morning on this spike. I said, I just can't. You know, it was up here right around 1,500 and it started pulling back pretty hard. And I said, I'm getting out because that was a real good gain. And so I scalped it. I don't know if I've scalped it once or twice after that or not, but I got back in the trade on Friday. And we're hoping that this thing can hold this 200 right here, or this support level at 237.56 with a strong buy at 236.27. Now, if this thing does go ahead and break out, I think I can run it up to around 240. Let's go ahead and look at the daily 1 minute. So I want to see this thing go ahead and pull on up. Now there's a little controversy going on with Jack Ma and that ant. Rumor says that they're trying to push him out, trying to buy him out, so that could happen. And if that happened, I think that would be positive news for BABA. So I just want to make that clear. So the resistance that we got to break is going to be this 239 to 239.27 channel. And if we can do that, we'll get it up here to 240. And then we'll run it up to 241 to 241.38 with a long right up here at 242. And I'll just have to watch this trade in the morning. I'll buy the dip if it does pull back, and I'll sell on the breakout if it does break out. And that's going to be BABA. And I'll keep repeating this over and over again all week. This will definitely be on my watch list. The next one we're going to look at is going to be Plug. Now, I got into Plug on a Jajarian alert on CNBC. He was talking about it. I figured it was at a bottom, so I went ahead and got me 4 contracts. I was down on it about $100, and I added on to it. I first got in it here at 181. Then I jumped in at 169, and that was pretty close to the time period that I got into the trade. And then about an hour later, it dropped down to 150, and I bought 2 more contracts, leaving me an average of 162. And after hours, we're at 174. So I closed up on all 3 of these trades on Friday, which gave me kind of a bullish idea that we're going to be green on them again come Monday. This is the April 30th, 2021 at the 2750 strike at right at 162 is my average, and I wish I'd probably got in this 27 strike. I probably should have done that instead, paid a few extra dollars, but you know, what the heck. We'll see how it goes. But that's it for the options challenge. Again, I want to repeat, I had a real good week, probably the best week I've had in the challenge at the very beginning of the account. I want to try to get this to 10,000 by the end of the month. If I'm able to, that'll be great. And then my goal is to get it to 100,000 by the end of the year. As the count gets bigger, the more options I can buy and the bigger risk I can take. That means I'll go in small. I'm going in small on these. I can very seldom hit it just perfect. So I go in small on my first initial buy, and then I'll add on. And I think that's been working out good for me, because I'm able to track these support levels out and go ahead and add on. It brings that cost down, and if I don't like the trade, I can get out even. If I think it's still going to be nice, I can swing it into the next day. But I'm buying that support and trying to sell that resistance until I can build this up, and then I can start swinging a few more longer. But the market's not telling me to do that right now. It's a very volatile market, and every one of these spikes that break out, it seems like they're pulling back. So I'm able to cost average down or buy on the dip, sell at resistance and buy on the dip. That's it for the options challenge. I wish everybody a great Monday, and you know, just keep in track. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this channel. Let's build this up to 1,000 so I can get a little bit of advertisement on it. If you have any comments down below, I'll answer every one of them. Again, this is Washboardjim Options Challenge, and I wish everybody a great week. Let's do it.